Imagine this. You finally crack that dream corporate job in Bangalore, Mumbai, or Delhi. You're making 1.5 lakh rupees every single month. Your friends think you've made it. Your parents are proud. But behind closed doors, you are living paycheck to paycheck. The rent is due, the premium SUV EMI is debited on the 5th, the credit card bill lands on the 10th. By the 25th, your bank account is scraping the bottom of the barrel. You are running at top speed on a financial hamster wheel, and the moment you stop running, the entire house of cards collapses. This is what we call the salary treadmill. It's the ultimate middle-class illusion in India. You think you're rich because of your salary, but your net worth is actually zero. True wealth is not about how much money you spend. It is about how much time you own. Today, we are escaping the rat race. I'm going to show you the exact 3 net worth milestones that will completely change your relationship with money in India and the passive income secrets to hit them. Most people look at financial freedom as this giant abstract monster. They think, I need 10 crore rupees or I'm trapped forever. Because the mountain looks too steep, they don't even start climbing. They just buy another iPhone on no-cost EMI to cope with the stress. But wealth creation isn't a single massive jump. It's a series of highly predictable mathematical milestones. In India, if you can hit 3 specific net worth markers, your money anxiety won't just drop, it will completely disappear. We're going to break down these 3 milestones today. We'll look at the exact numbers, how they feel behaviorally, and why the final milestone, the ultimate target of 2.5 crores, is where your life completely changes. Let's start at the very bottom of the mountain, with a milestone that almost nobody talks about, but is the absolute key to escaping corporate slavery. The first milestone is what we call Milestone 1, the FU buffer. Mathematically, this is your basic survival fund. It is 6 to 12 months of your absolute bare minimum living expenses kept completely safe in a high-interest savings account or liquid mutual funds. In India, for a single person, this is typically between 3 to 5 lakh rupees. This is not investment capital. You do not put this in high-risk stocks, and you certainly do not buy cryptocurrency with it. This is your survival shield. Alongside this, you must have 2 non-negotiable pillars: a basic personal health insurance policy, independent of your corporate cover, and a term insurance policy. Now, why is this called the FU buffer? Because of the psychological leverage it gives you. When you have zero savings, you have to tolerate toxic bosses, unethical work environments, and soul-crushing hours because you are one missed paycheck away from being evicted. But the day you have 5 lakh rupees sitting quietly in a liquid account, your posture changes. You can speak up. You can say no to weekend work. And if things get truly toxic, you have the power to say, I quit, knowing you can survive for a year without panic. That is the first taste of real freedom. Once you pass the survival stage, you begin the long, quiet grind to milestone 2, coast fire. In the Indian context, this is the legendary 1 crore rupee mark in invested assets. Now, why is 1 crore so magical? Because of the physics of compounding. Let's look at the raw math. If you have 1 crore rupees invested in a diversified equity portfolio, compounding at a conservative 12% per year, your portfolio is growing by 12 lakh rupees every single year without you lifting a finger. In India, a highly comfortable, high-quality life in a Tier 1 or Tier 2 city costs around 50,000 to 1 lakh rupees a month, which is 6 to 12 lakh rupees a year. This means once you hit 1 crore, the annual growth of your portfolio completely covers your basic living expenses. You have reached coast fire. Even if you never save another single rupee in your life, your retirement is 100% secured. Compounding will take care of your old age. You can transition to a lower-paying job that you actually love, start that business you've always dreamed of, or take a 6-month sabbatical. The brutal pressure to constantly climb the corporate ladder is gone forever. This brings us to the ultimate peak of the mountain, Milestone 3, complete autonomy at 2.5 crore rupees. What does 2.5 crores actually feel like in India? It is the point where you transition from financially secure to untouchable. At 2.5 crores, your financial engine is so powerful that you can withdraw a highly comfortable monthly lifestyle without ever touching your core principal. If you set up a conservative systematic withdrawal plan, or SWP, withdrawing just 4% a year, your portfolio yields 10 lakh rupees annually. That's over 80,000 rupees a month, tax optimized, flowing into your bank account. And because your capital remains compounding in equity at 12%, your principal continues to grow, beating inflation easily. At this milestone, you do not work for money. Money works for you, full-time. You have bought back your life. If you want to wake up at 10 a.m., read books, travel, or spend the entire day teaching your kids, you can. You are no longer part of the system. You are entirely free. So, how do you actually get to these milestones? You do not get there by chasing get-rich-quick schemes. You get there by adopting what I call the Marwari rule of generational wealth. Marwaris do not play high-risk, speculative games. They focus on slow, steady cash compounders and strict cost discipline. First, you must completely avoid the ultimate wealth destroyers: futures and options trading, day trading, and speculative cryptocurrencies. 99% of retail traders lose money in F&O. It is not investing, it is gambling designed to enrich the brokers. Second, you must build a robust, boring, tax-free compounding engine. In India, we have some of the most powerful tax-free wealth instruments in the world, and most people ignore them. You should aggressively maximize your Public Provident Fund, PPF, and Voluntary Provident Fund, VPF. Why? Because they offer guaranteed, sovereign-backed, completely tax-free interest. By maximizing VPF through your salary, you can compound lakhs of rupees in a completely tax-sheltered environment. This forms the solid debt foundation of your portfolio, while your monthly equity SIPs capture the raw growth of India's corporate sector. But here is the most common multi-crore mistake that Indian professionals make. They treat their EPF and PPF like an ATM. Every time they switch jobs or decide to go on a vacation or want to make a down payment on an overpriced car, they withdraw their accumulated EPF balance. This is a financial disaster. When you withdraw that money prematurely, you don't just lose the cash, you permanently break the compounding chain. That 50,000 rupees you withdrew early to buy a premium gadget or fund a holiday actually cost you tens of lakhs in retirement wealth because you reset the compounding clock back to zero. If you want to hit the 2.5 crore autonomy milestone, you must protect your compounding engines at all costs. Keep your hands off your retirement funds, avoid the flashy consumer debt traps, and let compounding do its job quietly. Act broke now so you can own your time forever. The journey to your first crore starts with escaping the daily traps of lifestyle inflation. If you haven't watched our first video on the brutal math and the EMI trap, click the video on your screen right now. Hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below with which milestone you are currently fighting for, and let's build real, quiet wealth together. I'll see you in the next guide.